Hello everybody and welcome to this week's product review. I'm your host Jim Carr, and what we're going to be taking a look at today is we're going to look at something that I know a lot of you guys do out there when you're fishing for bream and panfish, and that's fishing with a float. Now I really like to fish with a slip float, and the reason being for that is because it's an adjustable bobber or float to begin with, and they come in all different sizes, big ones, fat ones, small ones, even smaller than this. And the reason I like fishing with them is because it allows you to target the specific fish that you're looking for in a given area of water that or structure that you might be fishing. In other words, what I'm trying to say is, if you're looking at your depth finder and you're looking down at fish suspended from a tree or a boulder in that 15 feet of water, this allows you to adjust your bait to go down and to fish right in front of them or just above them. And you can do this with what is known as a bobber stop. And I'm going to show you, these are pretty simple. They come like this. I used to use the ones that were threaded on a little plastic tube with a piece of string, but I found out after you used them for a little bit and they got wet, they would slip on their own. Well, here's a neat new idea. These are made out of rubber, and they have a little hole in them, and we'll get a close-up shot and I'll show you how to rig these up on your float to allow you to fish anywhere from a foot to 30 feet if you so desired, to get your bait down to with it right in the strike zone of the particular fish that you're going after. So let's go ahead and we'll zoom in here with a little bit closer shot, and I'll show you how I hook these things up. Okay, so I'm going to try to get in here on this really tight for you so you can see what we're doing. And this here is the adjustable float, and as you can see at the end there's a little hole that comes through on each side. All right, okay, so I'm going to try to get in here really close here for you to see this. I hope you can see this nylon line here, this monofilament, but these come in a pack like this, okay, and each one of them, all you do is you pull it off, okay, you pull it out of the pack or the bunch. And if you look at this little rubber stop, get up here a little closer, you can see right here at the end there's a piece of wire right there that has a loop in it. And what you're going to do with that loop is you're going to take your line, your monofilament line, okay, and you're going to stick it, I'm going to try to get it here, got my glasses on, right through this loop. Any of you guys that got a little age on you, you know you got to wear glasses to do this stuff. Okay, I pulled it through. Now pull your line through here enough so you don't lose it. Then what you want to do is, all you want to do is hold on to that wire and grab your little bead and just pull that thing right up to your line. Okay, now you can get rid of that piece of wire. Now you can get rid of that piece of wire. Okay, and pull the loose end of your line. And make sure you get it right, because if not, you're not going to get that back in there without just have to use another one. So you're just going to want to pull that loose end right out of there. Now, there you have your bobber stop, and it's on there really tight. It's not going to slide and come loose. And if you can see it really close, it's beveled, so it'll go through your eyelets on your rod really easy. And not only that, but you can reel that right into your reel and still be able to cast it without it getting snagged up, because they're beveled on each end. Now what you need to do is take your float, and apparently I've lost it, or a fish has ran away with it. Here it is. Okay, Now we'll start all over here. Now take your float, okay, and pass your line through your float, just like so, until it comes out the back end. And when it comes out the back end, now you can go ahead and you can pull this out of your reel and set it the way you want to. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do next is you're going to want to tie a swivel or your hook onto this part of the line right here and put your weight on there. And your weight can't be any heavier to the point where it pulls your bobber down under the water. So you can put your hook on there for whatever particular type bait you're going to use, and then your weight. And that's going to allow you to wind that all the way up in your reel and on your rod to where you need to have it so you can cast it out. And once you cast it out, it's going to slide down to the depth you have it set at, right to this bobber stop. And when the bobber stop gets there, it's going to come up and it's going to hit the top of that bobber, and there it's going to be. That's going to sit down in the water, sit down in the depths, right where you targeted them fish and right where you want that bait. Okay, so that's fairly simple, all right? Now, some guys will fish with a bobber and they just manually adjust it and things like that. But what that does, it doesn't really allow you to get down at the depth that you would like to be at. And I fish this system a lot. You can put a jig down there on the end of your line if you so choose to use the jig. You just got to, instead of putting a weight on there and or a hook, you can just tie a jig on there and that will get you down there. It's a real effective technique for targeting fish. You can pull your boat up and let your line down and you can just tight line form that way, but I don't know. I've been fishing with bobbers since I was a kid and I just enjoy it. You know, you're sitting there and just waiting in the suspense, just waiting for that float to go down. So the next time you're looking for a bobber stop for fishing, you know, suspended over fish, try these out. If you're using the other kind, you like them, fine. But try these little deals out here. I got these. I think I got these off from Amazon, but I'm sure they're available at Amazon, eBay. I've never seen them in the stores. This is something new. I like the idea that you can real quickly, if you can see better than I can, run them on through your line, get your line through there to allow you to hook it up really fast. So that's it for this week's product review. Just a simple product review. There's these here, when you're looking for them, just go ahead and search, and just search for bobber stops and they'll come up. And that's about all I can tell you about them. That's how simple they are. So I want to thank you for watching. Please, if you have any comments or if you have any suggestions or anything like that, if you have another bobber stop idea, just let us know. We'd like to pick some up or something and show everybody how they work. So be sure to go ahead and like and subscribe to our channel, and there'll be a lot more product reviews coming up. I enjoy doing this and show you different type products that we like to use in the outdoors, and we like to show them to you so that hopefully you'll use them in the outdoors also. So check us out on Amazon Fire TV, YouTube, or our Facebook page at Carolina Outdoor Adventures TV or the Outdoor Adventures channel. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we hope to see you next week with another product review.